Alright, so a little shop update for you guys. I'm trying something a little different here. I'm actually going to start trying to edit my videos and try to get a little bit better quality. I'm just recording on here on an iPhone 11, but oh well. A couple things I wanted to go over on the truck. You guys heard it run. It's running great. I need to get the headlights and everything working so this thing will pass safety inspection so I can get it on the road. I'm wanting to get a Dakota digital gauge set for this thing here pretty soon, but I'm going to a big car auction this coming weekend, so I'm trying to set back a little money for that because we might be able to drag another project home. But you guys can see you still got some wiring and stuff to do in here, but she's running good. I mean, it starts right up. You guys have seen that in the video. A couple things I wanted to go over on the red truck tonight. So you guys know I've been dealing with rust on this thing. If you guys go back and watch my previous videos, this thing has got a lot of attention, to me anyway, as small as my channel is, but it's got a lot of attention with the cam swap and the cam and the carburetor swap. And it's just just a basic 302 bigger cam, swapped it to fuel, or swapped it to a carburetor. Been a good old truck, but I've just been fighting rust on this thing. I actually had to weld in some new metal on the frame, as well as been working on the floor pan over here. But guys, I've been kind of debating on this. I went to replace a cab corner on this passenger side, and the truck overall, the body panels are in good shape. Like the doors and the fenders are flawless. The hood is flawless. The bed, I've got new metal welded in on the sides. It just needs some attention underneath and it'll be fine. But the frame, or basically the cab, is shot. Got a lot of stuff I need to do. But you can see I tried welding in this new fender, or this new cab corner, excuse me. But basically the whole thing was gone. I mean, it was going all the way, starting into the rocker. Up behind it is all gone. And it's just continuing all throughout the cab. If you guys get under here, you can see going into the cab right there. The cab mounts were completely shot. Floors, this floor wasn't as bad. And you guys, I can do like a minor cab mount floor pan deal, but this is pretty extensive. The cab mounts on these trucks are put in here kind of dumb. It's just a lot of, if I can get under here. The cab mount is basically like intertwined with every little thing on this thing. On the 70, it was just a couple spot welds on the bottom and on the top. This has actually got a rail. Let me get them to this side and show you guys. I replaced this one the best I could. That's the mount, that's the floor pan. They're nice and tight against each other, but I don't really like the way I did it. You can see the rail I was talking about. This kind of intertwines with all of it and runs down, and it was completely gone. I lap welded the floor pan. Personally, I don't want to do no butt welding on the floor pan, but you can see a lot of it was gone. And actually and don't mind my crappy welds, but the kick plate side, or whatever this was gone too. And And this here, and it's just like, is it really worth saving this cab? You know, I've had this truck since I was 16. Wasn't my first rig, but it was my second. I mean, is it worth saving just the shell of this cab to do all this work? Because I don't even like the repairs I did over here. When I could go buy another truck, get the cab off of it and use my doors. I could use my doors, my dash, my shifter, my steering wheel, everything besides this shell. Is it worth keeping it? I don't know. Because some other plans I've had was to get rid of this motor and this transmission and do a bigger motor. I don't know whether I'd want to do a 351 or a 460, do one of those. And if I did the 460, do the 460 out of the 90s trucks and just a C6 automatic. I don't think I want to stick in this. But do I really want to jack with it? Because as well, my core support is gone. I need a new core support. It's rotten on the bottoms. So do I just buy a parts truck, take the cab off, redo everything, put the new cab on, use all of my other stuff? I'm talking everything, guys. Only use the cab shell off of another truck. Because I want to do it right. I don't want this thing rotting again in 10 years. I want this truck completely restored to where everything's done right. And as many of these trucks as there is out there that are cheap, I don't know whether it is worth just jacking with on this thing. So I'd love to do it. I'd love to keep my shell, but right now that's kind of what's holding me up on this project. I could start tearing the front clip off and everything, but I want to get figured out what I want to do here first, because I don't want another mess in here and pieces when it's already kind of, it'll drive around now, so I can move it out of here. So I kind of want to leave it the way it is for now and figure out what I'm doing first, because as soon as I find out what I'm doing, I can throw together a game plan. But we still got a little to do on this thing. This thing will move in and out, no problem. It'll drive down the road, whatever you need it to do, but I'm just waiting on little things to do for like a safety inspection. Need the front bumper. Need the headlight hardware kit with the springs and everything. The headlight retaining rings, just to get me by. Need to make sure the tail lights work. The front tires are dry rotted. The back tires are still in really good shape, but just make it to where I can drive it. I need mirrors and get everything I can do done. But I mentioned to you guys we wanted to swap meet this weekend, and there's going to be a lot of old cars, and I'm just going to see if maybe, you know, if I find something cheap, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to try to spend all my money, because I gotta finish that thing and this thing. But this one's getting close. But this truck here, I'm gonna go a little different on. You know, I want it completely restored back to the way it used to be, and I want it to drive nice and run good. And I think there ain't gonna be no, if I do a different engine like a 460, I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I just want to do, you know, a good run 460, maybe a mild cam, and that's it. I don't want nothing crazy. So let me know what you guys think. Have been thinking about maybe lifting it a little bit more, and instead of doing the 2.5, maybe doing a 4-inch lift. Wouldn't be too hard because all the holes are there. I'd just be bolting stuff in. Maybe do that 4-inch lift and see how that goes. But kind of a little update for you. You can see this cab corner is completely gone too. This was a Northern truck, and you get what you get with Northern rigs. But anyway, that's kind of an update for you guys. We'll see you in the next one.